Sands of time blowing across the beach. Sometimes it's lies they little outreach.
Welcome, warriors, and welcome to another edition of Outreach Warrior, the podcast. I am James Baker, your host, joined by my ever awesome, always hardworking producer, Tom. Today, by popular, and I mean popular demand, we have our good friend Bandanna back. There's been a lot of things happening in Bandanna's life. We want to get him right back on the show. We want to get right into the thick of it. So I'm going to welcome our friend Bandanna. Hey, Bandanna, how you doing?
I'm doing awesome and amazing. I'm struggling like always, like everybody does.
No, everyone, yeah, man, I hear that, man. There's struggles every day for all of us. You're looking great, dude. It's great to see you again, man. Been following you on TikTok like always. You know, we talk a little bit behind the scenes. So I'm just gonna jump right in. To be honest with you, my producer Tom, he got on me. He's like, "Hey, go check out the YouTube channel. People are talking." So I did, and I've been more active on that. And we had a lot of people asking about you, man, and say, "When's Bandanna coming back? You know, we want to hear Bandanna." Which, like Tom said off the air, our plans are always to, bring you back and everything. But the outcry is awesome, and people want to know how you're doing. And I know there's literally a ton of stuff going on with you right now, but it's a little personal, and I know we talked about it before, so it's okay. But take us back to the last time we talked and what happened after that, if you don't mind telling us. Oh, and I'm sorry, before that, I want to jump in and saying, before you get going, before you start with your story, that it begins with people trolling you and being cruel and being mean. And there's always going to be that aspect of the internet. People are going to be rude. People are going to be assholes, excuse my language. But sometimes it really hits home and it really hurts, and it's really not okay. And there are some keyboard warriors that want to be tough and stuff like that. And so just keep that in mind, that that's never good. And it doesn't help anybody. So Bandanna, please take it away. After the last time we talked, it's all you, man.
Okay. Well, I decided to go on live one night after I had talked to one of the Tom, I think it was Tom, and I was cooking, and I get hyper when I start doing something. I get in a hyper kind of way. I'm just a very hyper person by naturality. I've always been that way. And back in the day, I was a meth addict, and I was an addict in just about everything, actually. But during I was cooking, I kept getting more hyper and hyper and hyper, and that's just the way I am. And like you said, there's a lot of people trolling on there. They were saying, stuff like, he's high again, he relapsed, and right, he's high right now, he's gonna hurt himself. Somebody help this guy. He doesn't even know what he's doing, and this guy's all over the place, And I kept telling him, this is my natural self. I've told you before. I have a dopamine disorder where I do get high, but it's from my own dopamine. And it's a disorder that it basically overflows, and it's not supposed to really overflow that much. And I just get an overflow of it, an overdose of it. So it makes me look like I'm high or drunk, and I act a little different. And a lot of people were just being very rude, being very crazy about the whole idea that they thought I was high. And I kept telling them, listen, I am not high. Y'all know me. If you've been on my account long enough, you know how I am. And I've told you this plenty of times on videos. I explained myself. And so yeah, it got very bad. It could be trolling. Could be a murderer. You can be a murderer just by words. You can murder people with words. You can murder people with hate. You can murder people with the things you say. It's just, you gotta be careful what you say to people, because it's you get hit a button that's basically a nuclear bomb for that person.
And I'm a big fan of TikTok. Like, I'm on it like way too much. I don't put out as much content as you do, but the stuff that I follow, and I follow a lot of people, there's just always hateful things, and there's no need for it. There's always going to be those people that just want to be mean and just want to spread hate, which you know, in my heart, I feel that's awful, and I wouldn't want to spread that to anybody. And if you don't like something, or if you don't like somebody and you don't like their content, you can scroll past it and you don't have to make a hateful comment. So I just wanted to interject that. So as well, though, so you made a video, and again, you know, and we appreciate you being honest with us and everything like that. You made a video saying that you took some pills, and a day later, I got an email from a mutual friend, more of yours than mine, but she reached out to me, and thank God she did. She wanted to let me know how you were doing. You know who I'm talking about. I don't want to bring up, you know, bring her name up, but she reached out and called the police, and they came and got you from what my understanding. And so it worked out, man. And again, people in recovery, relapse is, in my personal opinion, relapse is a part of recovery. And you look great, man. You're looking good. So I'm so glad you're back with us.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. My girl Kat, is who I'm with. She helped me in an amazing way yesterday. She helped me get some food in the house, stuff like that. Because with Winston being gone, I have no chance, Bo, right now, and I have no way to get to the store. And she really, my girl, helped me in a big way yesterday. It lifted me up. So I'm back to normal. I'm still, you know, dealing with the Winston thing. That time I did try to commit suicide right up to that live. I went to the hospital. I was there for a good minute. So I mean, I'm way better mentally. I did go through PTSD for the past 4 or 5 days because I got triggered by the disappearance of it and how he left. It triggered my PTSD. So and I did relapse this past week in which I did. I think I told you or him, and I did put it on TikTok that I am 3 days sober today. I did not do that video today because I've just been so busy with the Winston thing. So yeah, and Winston, what?
So if you could elaborate a little bit. So Winston is your good friend that you're staying with right now. Can you let us know what the situation is going on right now?
Winston's wife passed away a good 4 months ago. And then he lost his son, which wasn't his blood son. It was just a son that came with her. But he lost him too in the process within a week's time. So he lost his whole family basically within a 3 or 4 day period. So he has been very depressed, and he's not coming out of it. He's mourning. He's heartbroken. He misses her dearly. I mean immensely. He just wants to die. He tells me every day he wants to die. He doesn't want to commit suicide, but he just wants to die. He wishes he can just die. He wants to die. He doesn't want to live anymore. He won't eat. Every time I get in the car with him, he tells me he's gonna crash into a wall. He's always going about 90 or 100 miles an hour, around turns, everything like that, and he started drinking again, and I have a feeling, and even the cop said, it looks like he's shooting up again, which that's the only way I could say. I wish I could say it another way, but without putting Winston under the bus like that. But I don't mean to put him under the bus, but I'm being truthful about what's going on. But I miss up Winston in a big way. He's missing. The cops are looking for him the last 3 days. I did file a missing persons report. Like I said, they got here this morning just to see if they can find some stuff that may give them clues of where he may be. They have checked all the hospitals and they have not found him yet. I can't check the hospitals because of the HIPAA law, and I think they should change that stupid law, because if somebody's looking for somebody, they should be able to at least tell them, yeah, he's here. And it's a crazy law. But how what info are you gonna get from that? It's a name. But
well, working and I agree with you, but there's so many blurred lines, because when I was in the homeless shelter, when some of our youth would go missing, we had to call around to the ERs and the hospitals, and the majority of the time they wouldn't give us any information. Nothing, even though we said we're a designated caseworker for this youth, they're under our care, just nothing, so I understand how frustrating that can be, trying to find someone in need at that time. So we had the suicide attempt, and now you are working very hard to try to help your friend, and God bless you, and that you're doing as much as you can right now. How is Bandanna doing though overall?
Bandana is about 80% right now. I'm not back all the way. I'm never really back all the way. Am I? Am I back at all? Am I even here? No. You know what? I'm happy with who I am. You know what I'm saying? I like being crazy. I like being weird, and I like being different. I'm not a cookie cutter in any kind of way. I love helping people. Helping people helps me. As long as I'm helping people, I am actually helping me. If I stop helping people, I will go down faster than y'all think I am. So yeah, I am doing great. Bandana is doing 80% right now. When I do get to 100%, you won't believe the things I can do.
Well, we also want to keep you on. Thomas and I are very passionate about the Operation Clean. I know I talked to you a little bit about it, and Thomas did too. We had a really nice when we went to the nonprofit out in Orlando. We passed out some, hygiene products and everything like that, and it went really well. We want to keep doing it. We want to do it better and keep growing, and we want to have you as an advocate for us, where you are, and keep it growing, because like you've experienced, being homeless and being on the street. If you're not feeling clean and not feeling good, you don't want to talk to people, and then you try to want to get, and there's so many job opportunities right now with what's going on in the economy and everything. We want to get these people back to work.
Hey, I don't mean to cut in here, guys, but if I may, it just came up with an idea from what you just said there, James. Bandana, would it be helpful if we sent you a few of these kits so you could maybe put your mind on something else a little bit?
Yeah, I was going to tell you right after you said that, man, bring me some of that stuff. And I do need a vehicle, though. I got a vehicle issue. I have a transportation issue. I did start a GoFund, but nobody is giving me anything on GoFund, and I know why, because they don't even know me. So
right. Well, that, and they're afraid you might relapse. So yeah, that's probably part of the issue there. So, but
I've been trying to get a job. I just know I might get a job at the Dollar General here, because I actually made a friend over there yesterday, and it's a lady that works there, and she said she might help me get a job at the Dollar General over there. So,
oh, fantastic. Okay, well, look, I just wanted to jump in and say that real quick, and at the same time, also wanted to say, God bless you, man. I'm so glad you're still around, and much hope and prayers for you, buddy. And that's all I can say on that side of it. But please carry on, gentlemen. I will. Have a good rest of the show, gentlemen.
I always like when Tom jumps in there. I want to try to get him on the show more. He's got a great voice. I think that the long-term goal for Operation Clean is to get more hygiene products out to people on the streets to clean themselves up and get these jobs. And so, and being honest, right now it's not the jobs, it's not desirable jobs, it's fast food jobs, it's stuff like that they can't fill, because not getting political or anything, but people are getting more money not to work, and that's the truth. But the jobs are there, and if we can get some people clean and feeling good about themselves and getting out there and getting jobs and getting a steady income, that would be great. So having an ally like you, up where you are, that's awesome.
I will do my best for you. I'll put 100% on it. And I still want to do the street recording thing, by the way. Whenever we get to that. But let me tell you something. I'm 49 years old. I'm almost 50. I was basically on the street mostly 35 years of my life. I kind of lessened that, through TikTok, because I didn't want people really knowing how actually long I've been on the street. But I've been on it long enough to know why you made the Operation Clean thing, because it does help you mentally, physically, in every kind of way. When you clean, you take a shower and you smell good and stuff like that, brush your teeth. It makes you feel 100% better about yourself. And it helps you get a job like way faster. And it makes you more positive about yourself. A lot of these people that are on the street, they don't have that. They don't have the way of getting a shower. They don't have the way of getting the supplies they need to keep themselves healthy in the fashion of looking and smelling and stuff like that. It's very hard for street people to get that. There's not too many places. There's a lot of places where they just don't have stuff for the homeless. It's very rare that you will find a place for the homeless. It's very rare. And the places that do have it, they're just overcrowded, and you can only get, what you need maybe every once in a while, through reality. You know what I mean? So it's very hard. We need to make more places like that. We need to make it more affordable. We need to make it so that the homeless can have actually a way of getting what they need no matter what.
No, and I 100% agree with you. And our friends at SALT Outreach, SALT, SALT, that Thomas and I went to, and we did our Operation Clean with, that we partnered up with them. They had portable showers and portable washing machines, and just putting it out in the universe, manifest it. That my dream someday would be to have multiple spots of these in big cities where homelessness is, a problem, to have these people be able to wash their clothes, wash themselves, and then be able to go out there and get work, and there's always, and for the naysayers and the doubters, and from Bandanna, there's people on the streets too that like that way of life, right? And they don't want to change, and that puts a negative light on the people that are falling on hard times and want to get back on their feet and want to get a job and start working again. So, but there's always going to be the bad apples, and I even feel bad calling them bad apples, but people that are accustomed to that. And have you noticed that in your time?
Yes, I have. I mean, I've met a lot of people out the street that basically they do want to be out there. They don't want to be on the grid. They basically they just like living out in the big house. You know what I mean? What I mean by the big house is the world, the outside world, the street, out in the trees. You know what I mean? Out in the sticks, and living in a tent. It's people like that. Some people like that. They don't want to have to pay bills. They don't want to have to work. They don't want to have responsibilities. And why they are like that, they've never really explained why, because they just don't want the responsibility. They think it's better actually to live on the street, live in a tent kind of thing, because you don't have that weight on your back. They can't handle it. So that's why they do that. They just like it to live that way better. It's not everybody on the street is out there because they have an issue. Like you said, there's people out there that actually want to be out there. But like 80 to 85% of the people out there, though, are out there because of issues. They're out there because of past traumas. They're out there because they have addictions. They're out there because of any kind of issue they have. It just brought them to the point where they can't function anymore. So they end up on the street. And a lot of them aren't even on dope when they end up there. But when they do get on the street, and that's when the dope plague comes in, and because they're faced with it every day, it's right in front of them every day. So they keep falling and falling. Then the issue comes where the cleanliness comes in, where their cleanliness just falls with it, and they start, looking bad. They just don't take showers anymore, and they just kind of like quit. They give up on everything, and everything goes towards drugs. And like I said, not most of them really don't really end up out there because of drugs, mainly because of family issues or some kind of issue there, or some kind of trauma. They just end up on the dope. So there's a lot of people out there that want to get up and get off the street and want to get back on their feet. It's just that they fall into the victim thing. They just can't get out of it. And like you're trying to do the cleanliness, the Operation Clean, that is an awesome way to get somebody off the street, because it gives them back their positive way of thinking about themselves. And I think that's a very good way to get things started, get people off the streets, but actually by cleaning themselves. That's a great idea, man.
Gentlemen, I don't want to interrupt, but we have just gotten the warning sign that Zoom is about to end their call. So we're going to have to wrap this up soon. Sorry about that.
No, thank you, Tom, for that, and I appreciate it. Bandanna, you are a wonderful guest to our show. You are a good friend to us. We would love to have you back again. Like, again, popular demand, people love you, man. And we are so happy that you are doing good and you're doing well. And is there anything else you'd like to say to your fans and our audience?
You know what? Just keep your faith in God. This ain't a Christian thing, but you know what? Keep your faith in God. He helps you in every kind of way. He's a strong person. I'm a strong person. He makes everybody else strong. So you know what? Whatever you believe in, whatever God you believe in, whatever you believe in a ball cabbage, just believe in it enough and it'll help you.
Bandanna, you are a wonderful guest. You are a wonderful friend. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening to Outreach Warrior. If you have a story, a family member has a story, or you know of a story and would like to reach out to us, please reach out to us at outreachwarrior@gmail.com and our friends on Reddit r/outreachwarrior. My name is James Baker. Thank you so much for joining in, and we'll see you next week.
Living here for centuries, yet I feel so lost. Men will do just what they please, never count the cost. And who's gonna help me find my way back home? And who's gonna help me find my way? And who's gonna help me find my way back home? So I can live